my bitches and my men that may be watching this channel. It is me, your girl Danielle, with another day in the life and diary of a Midwest princess. I just wanted to share my look real quick. What do you think? Should I zoom in a little bit? Very similar to the one yesterday. I did the lip just a little bit differently and a tiny bit differently on the eyes. I just love looks like these. I do love a dramatic makeup, right? And sometimes I love a dramatic makeup on me, but most of the time I don't. I like this. So that's what I do. I feel really chill. I almost feel like I don't have the capacity to feel a lot. And I guess that makes sense because I'm coming down from preparing so much for, a full month plus for the last event. That was yesterday. And I just need to take a day to not care about anything. But I do have to start caring about the next event. Luckily, we have some of that pre-sale in. So I have $250 or so in for my goal of $2,800 for that day. So at least we got a little bit of a head start. And when I'm reaching out to people about this event, I'll let them know, hey, come in and do a pre-sale or do a pre-sale over the phone because you can't get this stuff until then. And there's limited stock. And if you do make a purchase of these items, I can give you a gift, And I have to start planning the event. Like, what are we gonna do? What are the activities? Which is fun. I'm just so sleepy. So I will honestly probably conceptualize the event on Tuesday. I go to the movies, have my little me time, go and work at the library and figure out my event. Monday, I'll do the usual of going grocery shopping and doing my errand. And then Wednesday, I'm gonna see my sister, and I haven't decided if I want to offer to drive out there or if she was already planning on driving out here. I'm not sure, but we made an arrangement to see each other that day. That's my last flexible holiday day for time off in this fiscal year, I think, because it starts over February. So I do have a nice 3-day weekend after today. Today I have another long day. I work until close, but it's a shorter shift because the day is shorter because it's Sunday. As per usual, doing pretty good on time. I have 20 minutes to get going, so I gotta finish my coffee. It was cold when it was warm, but that's okay because regardless, I just love coffee. I'm feeling kind of bummed also. Like, I kind of have an emotional hangover or an energetic hangover from the event, but at the same time, I'm bummed because one of the last videos that I made, I was talking about how grateful I was that I had this opportunity for healing because people came through for me for my birthday, and that, you know, I asked people to show up for me, and they did, and they did what they could and what was in their realm to make it special for me, and I really appreciated that, and I wanted to reciprocate it. But now I'm back in a low because some of those people, one in particular, I just realized, like, and I've been realizing, I've been known this, that I like her and there's a bunch of qualities about her that I like. So I want to be friends with her. And I realized, she pointed out the other day, that we have known each other for 2 years. We've been friends for 2 years. And I feel like we should be further along in that friendship, like I would have liked to have been. But as ChatGPT pointed out, because I talked to ChatGPT about this, I feel hurt in the way that I do by things that she does because of how much emotional labor I put in. And literally, like, it's one-sided in the sense that I'm the one initiating things. I'm the one asking to do things. Like, I appreciate and I'm grateful that when I ask for things, she obliges like 9 out of 10 times, but she doesn't set the stage for us to grow our relationship. And not only doesn't she do that, but then she does things to exclude me, sometimes right in front of me. And I just don't understand. Because there are things, I'm like, are you projecting onto me? Because she literally just said the other day that there are qualities that I have that she admires. That she wants to be more like me in certain ways. And what she perceives of me is that I don't get too wrapped up, I guess, in being empathetic, or like I don't just get too emotionally involved with other people. And her whole thing was she's such an empath, and I gotta be so real with you. I instantly get so turned off and so annoyed and kind of get the ick when people refer to themselves as an empath, because most of the time it's followed by lots of ridiculous choices and not really taking accountability for yourself, and just being like, oh, well, I feel everybody else's feelings too deeply, so that's why I'm always miserable. That's why I'm like this, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, what are you doing? It's kind of just like a cop-out to me, in my opinion. I don't identify as an empath at all, which I'm sure I've voiced, and that's probably why, like, I've reinforced this belief that she has about me. But me not being an empath doesn't mean whatsoever that I don't consider other people's feelings. I very much do. I just make a choice on if that's gonna affect me and my plans and my decisions. I try to consider people quite a lot. I am very much an overthinker. So to make it out like I just do whatever I want with no regard for other people is not only incorrect, but incredibly insulting and just so inaccurate. And for her to wish to be like me and then to do things that if somebody is such an empath, she should be able to see are incredibly hurtful. Especially because I'm the initiator of, I think that anything we've ever done has been my idea. There have been a couple times where I have invited her to something and she just like didn't get back to me about it. That hasn't happened often, but there's been like 2 or 3 times. And I was just like, so like, yes, no. And she was like, oh, no. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, like, thanks for letting me know. But what has gotten to me the most is what I perceive as seemingly a deliberate attempt in excluding me. And I, as per usual, don't have a lot of time, but I'm here and my makeup is fresh. So let me tell you real quick. I thought that we had made some strides in our friendship. Our friendship, because of these behaviors that she has and how I react to them, have been super hot and cold. Like when she's hot for me, when we're vibing, when she's being nice and doing nice things. And I say all these things, but it's not to say that she's never done anything nice for me. She's done some very nice gestures and given me things. Not that she has ever went out of her way to buy me something, but like stuff that she has that she thinks I would like. She's given me a lot of stuff. And a lot of the times, if I want her to do something for me, she'll do it without me having to pull her arm, which I appreciate. Now, I do usually compensate her. Like, she's cut my hair the last couple times. I offer up money. She's been a model for my events. I've started to offer her money. Or I'm not like being like, hey, will you do this and I'll give you money? But I started to just give her money. So that's where things get a little confusing for me, because it's like she does do nice things for me, but she doesn't initiate or put the effort into creating special moments for us to grow that friendship, which I find hurtful. But I got kind of turned around in what I was saying, so let me go back. In the last week and a half, I thought we were taking those strides forward. Because it was my birthday coming up, and she was the first person I invited to do this outing for my birthday that I wanted to do. And then after she said yes, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, now I'm going to see if other people want to come, other people that I think would all get along. And I asked 4 of my friends if they wanted to come, and 3 out of 4 were able to come. And then an additional 3 extra people ended up coming from me doing that. And as I said in the other video, I was very like, oh my God, yay. But prior to this, because I knew we were going to be doing this, I asked her if she wanted to go get her nails done with me. And she said yes. So we went, and we went at the same mall that we both work at, or work at a store that's a part of the mall. So we go and we get our nails done, and after we're done, we're not even out of the building yet. We walk back through where we work, and she sees another coworker friend, and she's talking about how we got our nails done, and she's showing off her nails. And then in front of me, she says to that person, next time we'll go get our nails done together. And I'm just standing there like that emoji of just just a stick figure or whatever, standing just like looking stupid. That was me, because I was just like, oh, well, like, fuck me, I guess. I ask you to go and get our nails done together, and then we do, and then right in front of me, you ask somebody else to go, and not me. An interesting thing for an empath to do. Unable to feel or consider my feelings, who's standing right there. Like I ate shit. And the way it worked out, I didn't say anything about it because we were literally on our way out. And we were about to drive separately to a store to go and look at potential outfits for this outing because I wanted to get a dress. And so I just didn't bring it up. And then we get to last night. So yesterday was my event, and she was a model for the first class. I appreciate that she came and was on time and does that for me. And so things were as good as normal. And she leaves, and then I end up texting her later when I get home just to talk, really. And she ends up sending me a picture of a friend that is a new friend to me that I just introduced her to at my birthday outing, like less than a week ago. And I was just so confused at first. And then I was like, I felt so unsettled because I brought these people together because I wanted to build a group of friends that would have fun and could go out together. And now I'm being excluded, and maybe that seems overly sensitive, right? The person who doesn't have feelings allegedly is feeling very sensitive about this. And it just felt like she was putting it in my face because it was completely unprompted. There was no context with it. It was just a picture. And my literal response to that was, this feels like cheating. Y'all are really gonna make plans like instantly after I introduce you and not invite me. And she was very dismissive in her response. She was like, it's not cheating. This was last minute. Okay, so who cares if it was last minute? And it's not even like, in the greater scheme of things, I would be against all these friends hanging out together. I mean, I want us to all be friends. I understand that I'm not gonna be able to come for everything, or that there aren't gonna be times where people wanna get together and just have it be them because they're growing their friendship in a different way. I'm not trying to gatekeep anybody. I'm not trying to be possessive. But with the exclusion I already felt by her and the one-sidedness of things, even though she does reciprocate, how else am I supposed to feel but excluded, and like she purposefully tries to hurt me and then tell me like, well, you're so confident and self-assured, and you know, you don't put other people before yourself, like, and I admire that about you. I want it for me. And then you go and do something like that. And I'm trying to bring people together. I'm trying to create like a friend group that can do fun things and make special moments. And then instantly you get together without me. It's just hurtful. So now I'm kind of rethinking a lot of things because I have to balance this well. It's like, am I going to talk to her about this? Will she even cop to the way that she really is? Probably not, because she thinks she's an empath. What do you mean? I just feel everybody's feelings. Do you? Everyone but me? It was last minute. Okay. Okay. But the thing is, I still want the cheap haircuts because I like how she cuts my hair. And for her to be a model. I'm not willing to lose that until I have a replacement, I guess. But I don't know if she can be a good friend. So it feels like that healing took a turn and I actually feel pain again. And that, like, I don't have any real friends, even ones that have been with me for a very long time. I don't feel like anybody considers me the way that I consider them, or anybody invites me the way that I invite them. So I guess I'm just going to focus on talking to myself and posting on YouTube, and hopefully I'll make some friends there, because God knows it's not working out here.